So another thing that I love learning about is understanding society. So I I studied sociology. I have my bachelor degree in sociology, and um, I'm currently working towards my master's in social work. So understanding society and being able to see that big picture and how that all comes together is super interesting to me too. But this is hard to look at. There are hard topics to talk about and make sense of in understanding society. For example, like, why do we keep hurting each other? Um, what is it about this otherizing that we do as society? Why do we keep otherizing other people who are different from us? And why do we have these groups? Why can't we learn? Okay, I recently watched The Land Before Time, like with my kids, you know, travel back into the past. And I was so inspired by, these dinosaurs that at first they were like, we long necks, we don't do anything with you three horned. And that's just the way it is. We just don't interact with each other. We just don't spend time together. Well, then these five young dinosaurs are put in a position where they are completely separated from their loved ones and their families. And they have no choice but to figure out how to work together to be able to get to where they want to go, to return to their families and reconnect with the people that they love. Um, they have to learn how to work together and how to come together, and they also each have their own individual things that they learn about themselves. They each have strengths that they bring to the table and to the group. Anyway, I was like, wow, what a cool analogy and metaphor for society, and what we also have the opportunity to learn how to come together and work together to get to where we are going, a place where we can be, where we can thrive, where we can be connected with our families and the people that we love, and where there's an abundance, there's enough for everybody there. And I do believe in abundance in this world. I believe that we have enough for everybody to have an abundant life. But there's a lot of work that we gotta do. So things like understanding racism and like col- colonialism. Why do we colonize people, and why are we afraid of other people's cultures? Why are we afraid that um, that they're gonna get power over us if we just support them and let them live? Anyway, I just want to learn how can we as a society stop hurting each other and build up systems that strengthen people and groups and uphold them and help them so that we can all share in the abundance that this world has to offer us. I'm very fascinated about learning about and understanding that kind of stuff. So history of like peoples and groups that have been oppressed is very interesting to me. Be that like native populations, indigenous peoples, colored peoples, people who have varying uh, different sexualities that don't identify with the mainstream. So it's the other. I I love learning about the others. I am not an other. I feel like I've benefited from the privileges of the majority, um, except when it comes to being a woman. There is definitely that experience of being a woman that has made me other in a patriarchal society. So I'm fascinated about learning about that and understanding how we can stop oppressing people, anyone. Let's stop oppressing people and start helping people. Um, anyway, it's a work of a lifetime, and more, I'm sure.